Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another great edition of the WSE Lounge. This is our 3-year anniversary show, and at this time I want to welcome my host, Harold. Harold, welcome to the WSE Lounge.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon. And ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, you know him as Jake Spencer on General Hospital. He is a phenomenal actor, and he's loved by many fans. Please welcome to the show the one and only Hudson West from General Hospital.
Hi. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much. I'm very grateful for all my fans, and I thank you so much.
Oh, you're very welcome. It's an honor to have you on the show. It really is. You do a great job as Jake on General Hospital, and before we get in and talk about General Hospital, I wanted to ask you, how did you get into acting?
Well, it all started with this modeling agency in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Uh-huh.
And I went to some classes there. And then after a while, the owner of that modeling agency asked me if I would represent the 4 to 7-year-olds at Expo in Dallas. And so I went to Expo, and there were like agents and managers from out in California there. And then just one day they just called me up, and now I'm here.
Wow. Well, that's awesome, man. That's very cool.
Yeah. The modeling agency was called the Wings Modeling Agency.
Okay.
It's it's in Cincinnati, Ohio, and that's pretty much how I got here.
Oh, cool. Harold, you got a question?
I saw that you did some commercials. Do you got any favorite commercials that you were in?
I really enjoyed shooting the Mercedes-Benz commercial, and also Comcast. That was really fun. McDonald's, that was pretty cool, and Toys R Us. That was really awesome because I was like in a harness and they edited it out and I was like flying. It was really awesome experience.
Okay, I got a question for you. I know that you were on. I don't remember what episode, but I love the show. I think it's a funny show. There's actually only 2 shows that I watch, TV series on Nickelodeon, and that's Henry Danger. I watched that, and I watched Nicky, Ricky, Dicky, and Dawn, and I know that you were on Nicky, Ricky, Dicky, and Dawn. What was that like working on that show, and in which episode were you on?
It was called Santa's Little Helpers, I think.
Okay.
Santa Little Harpers.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if it was like an episode number, but all I know is the title of that episode was Santa's Little Harpers.
Okay.
It was a Christmas episode.
So what was that like being on that show?
It was really awesome. It was I was watching it like before, and I realized that when I got it, I was very excited to meet the main character kids, and I was really looking forward to meeting them, and they were all very nice to me.
Oh, very cool, very cool. You were now. I don't know if you know this, Hudson, but and a lot of other people don't know this, but you were actually my inspiration into getting a fidget spinner. I was on Instagram one day and I saw your video of the fidget spinner, and I saw you doing that. I said, well, you know what? I said he's doing this, and Nicholas Beckel, who plays Spencer, is doing this, and other celebrities out there are doing this with a fidget spinner. I said, I'm gonna go get me one. So I went and got me one, and all the people out there watching, this is a fidget spinner right here. This is what I went and got that Hudson also uses, and it it's supposed to relieve stress and help with a lot of other stuff.
Yeah.
And so I thought that was pretty cool, and I said, well, I'll give it a try, and I tried it. And, that's That's pretty cool little gadget they come out with, I think.
Yeah.
So I got a game we're gonna play, and it's would you rather, and
Oh.
the first question, would you rather have M&Ms or Skittles?
I'm gonna have to say Skittles.
Skittles, okay.
Yeah, I think I really enjoy Skittles.
Okay. Would you rather paint or skate?
Oh, probably skate.
Skate, okay. Would you rather play baseball or basketball?
Oh, baseball. I do play baseball myself, and I'm actually on a team. I play ball with my brother. He's on a team almost every year.
Oh wow, that is very cool. So let me ask you this before I get into the last question of would you rather. When you go to school and you're on the baseball team, does the other kids look at you and say, "Hey, that's Hudson West on General Hospital"? Do they do that, or they just treat you, like a normal person?
Well, I don't. Not anyone on my baseball team knows me. But so sometimes at my school, from like teachers or even students, or students saying, "My grandma freaked out over the new episode that you're in," or something like that.
Yeah, that's funny. That's pretty cool. I guess it's pretty cool to be recognized.
Yeah, really, definitely cool.
And the last question of would you rather watch the Smurfs or Scooby Doo?
I might have to say Scooby Doo. I used to really love Scooby Doo. I watched it all the time.
Okay. You got another question, Harold?
Yeah, I wanted to know, have you ever done any acting on stage?
Like, theater?
Yes, like theater.
Yeah, I think, one time it was like, a student film, but it was, live, and like you said, live. It was in front of, like, these, students and stuff. Or, like, producers and everything. It was, a live performance, and then maybe like a year or two later, they called me back and they made a movie out of it.
Oh, okay. All right. And how do you get along with the other younger actors on the set of General Hospital? I know there's some other younger, actors on there.
Really well. In fact, one of my friends, TK, I met him on set, and now we're best friends.
Okay.
Now is TK the one that plays Danny?
Yes.
Okay.
He's my stepbrother.
Okay. Now I was going to ask you. Speaking of that, because I can't recall. I can't remember. Have you ever had a scene on General Hospital with Nicholas Beckel, who plays Spencer Cassadine? Have y'all ever done like an acting scene together?
I don't think so, but some days he was also there, so it's cool. We hang out, but I don't think ever on screen we were in the same scene.
Okay. And another thing I was wondering, why are you not a part of Lila's Kids on GH? Because I know that Charlotte's a part of it, and Spencer, and some of the other ones.
Well, actually, I am.
Oh,
One
you are?
episode, yeah.
Okay.
One episode I was wearing my uniform, and then my mom told me that we wouldn't be able to make it or something like that. But yeah, I was nursing. So a lot of almost all of the kids on General Hospital go to Lila's Kids.
Okay. Do you think that it's silly when different characters, and what I'm talking about, and you'll know what I'm talking about. Do do you think it's silly when different characters that are the same age group, like in your age group, like for instance Morgan, you know, he was on the show and he was younger, and Molly was also younger, and then I think in the soap opera world they call it soars, where they grow up really fast. Do you think that's kind of silly, where they keep some of the kids the same age, and then the kids that were the same age as them grow up really fast into teenagers?
I mean, sometimes. I mean, the next morning they're 10 years older.
Yeah.
Sometimes, but I guess that's just how soap operas roll. I mean, I don't want to get replaced because I really enjoy being on set, but yeah, I've noticed that. So there's a lot of the times where they age the kids up.
Yeah, I think I think that you and Emma and Charlotte and Nicholas Beckel. I can't remember everybody's real name, you know, but I think y'all all do a great job. And Cameron, and now, you know, I never hardly see Aiden, the boy that plays Aiden. I never hardly see him on the show much.
Oh yeah, I think I worked with him twice. Once on the Christmas episode, and then I did one out on the park scene.
Uh-huh.
We shot outside of the park scene, and then I worked with him then also.
Okay. You got another question, Harold?
Well, I must have missed this, but it was probably on the nurse's ball. But did you sing a song or something like that? Because I saw something about you got a soundtrack credit on General Hospital.
Yeah. Well, the first nurse's ball I did sing a song.
Oh, okay.
Last year's nurse's ball.
Okay, because I must have missed that.
Now, speaking of nurses ball, Hudson, what was it like for you doing the magic show? Because you had everybody that was a GH viewer on the edge of their seat because they were like, "Oh no, Jake, don't open that magic box because you're going to cause chemicals to go through the ballroom and everything, and mess up the nurses ball." So, I mean, what was that like for you?
It was like I wasn't really as nervous as I thought because it was always my second nurses ball. Even though half of the audience was always gone, it was still really fun because I did get to do some real tricks. So it was fun to do the real tricks. I got to learn them, and it was very, very fun to work with Helena. It was such an honor to meet, her.
Yeah, she's a soap opera legend, most definitely. Constance Towers. Yeah, she's quite a legend. So I know that had to be quite an experience for you.
Oh yeah, it was. I was also very excited to meet her though, because I've never seen her or met her before, and I was really excited.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Fans, if you got questions or anything now, please ask below, and I will direct the questions over to Hudson during the show, and share the broadcast with your friends, and I'll be sure and ask Hudson your questions. If you got any questions, fans. My mom was actually wondering this: how do you go about learning all your lines for GH and keeping up with your schoolwork? Is that stressful to you, or how do you do that?
Not really. I mean, once you have them down, you just have them down. I mean, you read over it, then you practice how you're gonna say them, and then maybe like right before you're about to go up on stage.
Uh-huh.
I practice my lines with my mom. Like I'm in school and I'm about to go up. I might practice my lines just so I stay But I'm pretty much a quick study. I memorize. Memorizing comes easily with me.
So how many lines would you have to say? how many pages of lines did you have to say that you have to learn for a day? You know, for each episode.
It varies. Like sometimes I'll have 30. Maybe sometimes I'll only have like 22. Like for the nurse's fault, it wasn't all me. There's a lot of other scenes, so it was up to like 50 pages. But for a whole, like not just for me, but for an entire script for the entire day, it's like pretty long, like 50 pages or something. But for me, I only have to learn maybe like 20 something.
Wow, that is incredible. So you don't, I mean, you don't have any like, cause you know on some shows you watch, they have like cue cards on the wall where they look over to the left or look over to the right, or they have something written down in their hand to tell them what to say and stuff. I mean, so you don't have any of that. You just learn it by memory.
Yeah, it's all memory. You really have to know your lines because they're very quick, really quick. So you really have to know your lines.
Well, that is incredible. That is incredible, Hudson. I tell you, I don't think that I'm 34 and my co-host is what? You're 54, Harold?
51.
51. Okay. Didn't want to move you on up there a little bit older, but yeah, I don't think that I could ever learn 22 lines. I mean memorize 22 lines. I mean that's incredible.
Well, I don't know, like really, but the way you write it, it's like not that much, like, cause they all go by they go scene by scene, and each scene really doesn't have that much. Like a long scene would have 4 pages. Usually they're only like 2 or 3 pages, and you rehearse that one scene, then you shoot that one scene, and then let's say you do all of your scenes at once, even like if a different setting different actors are between these 2 scenes, you should still do all of your scenes that you have for the entire day all at once.
So what you're saying is when you do your scenes, you do all your scenes at one time, and then like, let me just use an example, like Sonia Eddy comes on and she does all her scenes at one time, and then somebody else does all their scenes at one time. Is that what you mean?
Well, usually the only time you'll shoot real early in the morning, and then you'll have more later in the day would be if it's really based on your setting. Because if you have 2 different settings, like if you're about to go somewhere else, then you'll probably shoot later. If you're about to go to the hospital, or there's a quick scene before, maybe later on the day you'll shoot the scenes with the hospital. But if all you have is just in one place, like usually for me, it's all either at my mom's house or all at the hospital. I usually just shoot real early in the morning. Yeah.
Okay. That's very interesting. You got a question, Harold?
I didn't see this movie, but I do like the Kevin James. What did you do in the movie Paul Blart Mall Cop 2?
I got to slap Kevin James. And it was all the directors and everyone was telling me, hit him as hard as you can. And that was hard for me because, I was so excited to meet him. And then all I have to do is just hurt him. They said, because for other commercials, they fake a slap, I pretend, and then they add sound effects. I actually had to slap him. And Andy Dixon, the director, said, give it all you got, kid. So I got to slap Kevin James as hard as I could.
Okay. Because I love him. I think he's funny.
Yeah, he's really funny. I was lost, and then Kevin James picks me up and brings me to my mother, and then she wants me to give him a hug, and I don't want to. I'm like backing up, and so finally I go in for a hug. Then I slap him at the last second and run away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like Kevin James too. His new show, Kevin Can Wait. I like watching that show that comes on CBS.
Yeah. What happened?
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Because when we knew I had gotten it,
Uh-huh.
we watched the first one. We watched the first one, so just to get a feel of it. And I just loved it. Like I had a video of my reaction at the ending. I just loved it. And I saw Kevin James, and I just couldn't wait to meet him. And I had so much fun on set. And then I watched the full movie when it came out, and it was an awesome movie, really awesome movie.
Awesome. What was it like? What's it like for you? Because I know that it's got to be really cool. But before I ask you this question, I want to tell you that Roger Hayworth. Do you pronounce his name Hayworth or Highworth?
I think it's Howard, but I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, Roger Hayworth. He was actually my inspiration. When I was a kid. For getting into watching soap operas because, he used to play Todd Manning on One Life to Live, and he was actually my inspiration, for getting into soap operas because I used to see him on there as a bad guy running from Bo Buchanan on One Life to Live, and he was just really awesome, and I think he does a great job as Franco. And what's it like for you working with Roger?
Well, we have really, really good chemistry. Definitely, we work well together, very well. Almost all of my episodes are with him. He's very funny, he's very nice, and I work with him very well.
I wanted to ask a question about that. Like, in some of the episodes, you're like coloring or drawing or something like that. Is that your own artwork or whatever, or is that just something that the casting brings you? Or
A little bit. Like, they'll tell me what to draw. So also another time, I was drawing with my dad. It was just anything because the camera didn't pick up the picture.
okay.
It was just anything. I think one time, they really lightly in pencil, like they drew the picture, and in crayon I traced it. And then another time, for the Chimera, they just showed me what it would end up like, and then I just started drawing it.
Okay. Because I was curious if that was your own, artwork or not.
Yeah, some of it. Oh, actually, one more time I was at Franco's apartment or studio or something, and what they had done is they drew the outline of some shapes, like a triangle, a square, and a circle, and then I just colored in the shapes.
Oh, okay. All right. How is it working with Rebecca Herbst?
She's really nice. She's an awesome mom. She's also very nice, and she works really well with me and Roger. It's a really good trio, I guess. My mom, me, and Roger.
Now I have another game. Now this is just a word game. If you could just give me a word or a sentence for these five people, and what you think of them as an actor, actress, a person. The first person is Maurice Bernard.
So you want me to say a sentence about him, or?
Yes, a sentence or a comment, whatever you'd like. Just describe, just a description,
Okay. Well, I've watched him, and he's a very amazing actor, and he's really fun to be around with.
Okay.
Okay, the second person is Nicholas Beckel.
Well, he's very nice to me, he's very polite, and he's very well mannered.
Okay, the third person is Rebecca Hurst.
She's very, very nice and polite and respectful to everyone.
Okay, the next one is Roger Howarth.
We already asked about these people.
He is a very good person to be around with, and he's very funny and just very awesome to talk with and hang out with.
Okay, and the last one is somebody I know that had a birthday the other day. Happy belated birthday. Billy Miller.
Oh, Billy Miller. He is really funny and really happy, always in a good mood, and very nice to everyone.
Okay, and what is your favorite quote?
A line I've had to say?
Your favorite quote, like from a movie, or like just a quote you've heard, or just your favorite quote, inspirational quote.
Wow, like for instance, for like SpongeBob, there's a lot of funny things like they say.
Uh-huh.
I think you stumped them on that one.
Yeah. I think I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
Well, let me ask you this: is there somebody on General Hospital that you haven't worked with that you'd like to do, a story with or scenes?
This one, I think I can answer this one, I think. Let's see, maybe, yeah, I think Michelle Stafford, she plays Nina. I see her around a lot, she's really nice, and I think I'd like to, work with her probably.
That would be cool. On your inspirational quote, Hudson, you were talking about SpongeBob. I guess you could just say, "Sponge, who lives in a pineapple under the sea? SpongeBob SquarePants." You know.
Yeah.
Now, I got a question for you, and what's it going to be like for you working with Steve Burton and Billy Miller? Is that going to be confusing? And I know that it's not out yet exactly who Steve Burton's going to be playing, but if it's the tale of two Jasons, or if Steve Burton's somebody else, I mean, is that going to be confusing to you though? Because you've already told Franco in character. You said, this is what my dad used to look like. You saw the picture of Steve Burton. And you know what your dad looks like now, Billy Miller. So is that going to be confusing to you, having both of them on screen? Is that going to be confusing to you think, working with them?
It probably won't be confusing to me, but I'm very excited to meet Steve Burton. But I am wondering what they're going to do with Billy Miller and Steve Burton. I am wondering what they're going to do with that.
Well, I think it'll be very interesting. Whatever they decide to do with it. And do you hope to one day have a scene with Laura Wright, who plays Carly?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think it would be kind of interesting for you to interact with because I know you were talking about you'd love to work with Michelle Stafford, who plays Nina. I think it'd be kind of interesting for you to interact with Michael and Jocelyn and Carly and Sonny. I think that'd be really neat.
Yeah, I was thinking about all those characters. Like I think for the wedding of Sam and Jason, there was a bunch of people, and I did probably was there, but never really was it just me and her talking. But that would definitely be fun. Yeah, I think she's really someone I want to work with.
Okay. You got another question, Harold?
Yeah, I got one last question. How is it fun for you going to like all the fan conventions and all that stuff? Because I saw pictures of you meeting some fans and signing some autographs. Do you like doing that?
Yeah, that's really, really awesome to know that there's all those fans and that they all watch me, and I just love meeting all of those people that I know watch me, and it's really fun. Especially my first GH fan club weekend, it was such a new experience to me, and I was really excited and a little bit nervous. But the second one, I was even more excited for because I knew what it'd be like, and all those people that I get to see that met me before, the first one I've only done 4, and then I had 4 episodes, and then I did a fan club, and then no one really knew me. So I met a bunch of people, and then now that I've been out there this year, I know some of those fans from last time, and I know they met me before anyone really knew me.
You got some repeat fans.
Yeah.
Well, do you see yourself in, let's say, in 10, maybe 10, 15 years? Do you see yourself still being in the soap opera business, or do you as a soap actor, or do you see yourself in movies, or what do you see your future as?
Really anything. I'd love to stick around on General Hospital and also do other things. I never really want to stop working on General Hospital.
Yeah, that's a great answer. And speaking of General Hospital, everybody, you can catch that weekdays on ABC at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's 3 p.m. What time does it come on where you're at, Hudson? Is it 3 p.m. or a different time?
2 p.m.
2 p.m. on Pacific Standard Time, and I know that it's 3 p.m. Central Standard Time in other locations. Do you have anything in closing? Do you have anything that you would like to promote or anything here on the show for your fans?
Well, I'd love to thank all my fans. I'm very grateful for them because I wouldn't be here without fans. And I love all of them, and I thank all of them for this opportunity. And it's been such an awesome experience doing all this stuff.
Well, we want to thank you, Hudson, for being a part of this 3-year anniversary show of the WSE Lounge. It really is, because this show started in September 19th of 2014. It began over on Blog Talk Radio, and then we left Blog Talk Radio and came over here to Facebook Live, and on the first year anniversary show. Now the second year anniversary show, we had a wrestling announcer named Gary Michael Capetta. I don't think you would know him, but the first year anniversary show, now the guest we had was Kristen Alderson, who used to be Kiki Jerome on General Hospital and also Star Manning. I don't know if you were working on General Hospital at that time when she was on there or not.
I don't think so.
Okay, but it's been a great honor to have you on the show, and for a 3-year anniversary show, and I'll be sure and share this on Twitter, for you and your fans, and I'll share it on Instagram as well.
Well, it's been very fun attending this show,
Well,
and I thank you so much for this.
you're very welcome, sir, and thank you so much, sir, for taking time out of your busy schedule and being on the show.
Yes, and we'll be watching.
Yes, we'll be watching General Hospital.
Thanks.
Okay, you're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was Hudson West, known as Jake Spencer on General Hospital. And me and Harold hope that you have enjoyed this 3-year anniversary show of the WSE Lounge. And as Gordon Soley used to say, so long, everybody, from the lounge.